Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with a few videos. Now, of course, over the next couple of weeks, I am going to be extremely busy, as you may have seen with the channel. Not many videos going on the channel at the moment, and that might continue to be the case for the next few weeks. At least until at least after Christmas, we will see. But one of my last videos was the AC Atlas, the tier 10 heavy tank. Of course, is the hybrid nation. Now, in my previous video, I didn't really think much of this tank. In fact, I absolutely hated this tank. But of course, we was running it with the auto loader shell. So today we're going to be running it with this single shot gun, and to see how our opinion has changed on this tank. So of course, all the armor still stays the same, stays the same, and it still has a brilliant turret. However, with this gun, you do have 2,393 DPM, which is nothing to write home about. You know, it's nothing special at all, especially when it comes to tier 10. So yeah, that's the difference between the guns. I mean, you do lose a little bit of DPM running it with this gun. But of course, you have a lot more alpha. So let's get underway. Let's get straight into a couple of games, shall we? What should we watch? Let's watch this one. I think on this one, is this the autoloader one? I can't remember if this is the previous one. Yes, it is. Let's not watch that one, because I think we've actually already seen that one in the previous video. So another thing that is really good about the tank is, like I said, the armor profile. The armor profile is absolutely immense. When you're in the right position, this armor profile is very, very good. Now, I did actually fast forward it too much this game. And in fact, let's just start it from the beginning, because this is what I actually wanted to show. So yeah, it's not for me just about the turret on this thing. Again, I'm going to sit in this position here, and you're going to see I will get spotted. But I mean, look, 880 block damage straight away, 1260 block damage straight away, and you can see we're not being penned. Yes, we're hiding, but I've just wanted to show you it's not just about your turret on this thing. Yes, it doesn't have a great hull, but when you're in this kind of position, it is extremely difficult from distance to penetrate. And as you can see, that's 1640 block damage, like almost straight away, without getting penetrated at all. So I was thinking, you know, I might as well stay in this position. If no one's penning me, I might as well stay in this position until at least I have some shots available. And you know, the reload, I do like this gun with the reload, and as you can see, another 600 plus blocked damage there. So that's 2,290 block damage in this tank, just sitting in this position. And that is what this tank can actually do. So nothing else really exciting happens this battle. So let's just go over to a different battle. I just wanted to show that battle because of the blocked damage, and in fact we actually got, yeah, that was the block damage that we got. So let's get over and into a different game then, shall we? Where are we? So Hellas. My mind on the tank has definitely changed. Like, it's crazy how you play a certain tank one way and you absolutely hate it, but then you play it a different way and you're like, do you know what, this tank is actually very, very, very good. And all we've done was change the gun. That is literally all we done. Running it with the auto loader, it sucked. Honestly, the tank did suck. But running it with the single shotgun, even though you have less DPM, overall you probably have more DPM because you're hitting more shots. Where with the autoloader, yes, you have 2 shells, but then you've got a few shells in between, so you shoot once and then it bang bang bang, and not everyone hits. Like, out of the whole magazine, you might only have 2 or 3 that hits, which means you're missing 2 or 3. Where with the single shotgun, as long as you focus, as long as you aim in, you can actually hit almost every single shot. So even though on paper the DPM is less using this gun, overall it's probably actually more, but overall it's a lot more enjoyable using this gun. It has quite nice alpha, so you could do nice more than sort of way above 400 every single time, or most times, and I just think, you know, with this gun, it actually feels like a really nice tank. Honestly, I love this. I love this tank with this gun. I don't think it's the best heavy, but honestly, I do think it's up there. I just think it is up there with that turret. I mean, if you're in a hold down position with that turret, 360 mil of turret armor, it is just crazy when you are in that position to use that. Of course, if you are on flat ground, yeah, you're not going to bounce as much as you would like. So you have to get on a ridge. The whole aim of this tank with that turret is to get on a ridge as much as you possibly can. Use your gun depression and use that armor, use that turret armor, then you will succeed in this tank. But again, if you're on flat ground, you're not going to succeed as much as you can do. So this battle now, I mean, 2,000, well, just a bit more now, 3,100. We've only blocked 750. But to be fair, we've been shot on flat ground, but we haven't really been in the position where we can get a lot of block damage, because we haven't been able to sit on a ridge because of where the enemy are. They've gone this side of the map. I'm unable to get on a ridge to use the turret armor on this thing. But at this point, I mean, it's a 5 versus 3. It shouldn't be a problem. So even with 1,000 hit points, I'm just going to go rushing in. I want to get as much damage. And as you can see that I've got over 530 damage with that high roll there. So that is pretty nice when it comes to your high roll. So I am now a 2-shot. At this point, I know we're going to win. All I want to do is just get a little bit more damage, just a little bit more damage, and then I will be happy. And then again there, 489. We do manage to get a lucky bounce from the project there, but he's the last tank left alive. Can I come out? Can I get the kill? I am a 1-shot, so I do need to be careful, but I don't even get the kill anyway. So 4.2k damage. We've done it pretty easily. We blocked a little bit, but honestly, guys, run this tank with this gun. You will enjoy it a lot more than if you would run it with the other gun. Let me know what you think of the AC-10 Atlas. What gun do you prefer? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.